Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and EU4 Common Sense Scotland. Finished up our war with France, or I should say on the side of France against Provence, and we are in the process of annexing Connaught. Finally! It's gonna take a while, unfortunately. Oh, whoop. Looks like things just shifted around a little bit. Some military accesses, rivalries, blah blah blah. Nothing too exciting, but yeah. It's going to take a while before Connaught can be part of Scotland. Good 10 years or so. It's fine. We can wait that long. Yes, we can be patient. We can indeed. Anything else that I want to be building right now? We got some free time to play with. Let's build. Let's build a temple in York. An extra 0.2 ducats a month doing that. Seems like a worthwhile option. We're making good 10 ducats a month right now. Unfortunately, our inflation is a little bit higher than I would like it to be, but I don't feel like there's a lot we can do about it. Benign neglect. It seems that the government that governs the least governs the best, as far as those outside the capital are concerned. Our non-involvement has proved beneficial, and the local economy is booming. Can they seriously do things on their own and get extra trade power in Norfolk? Actually, let's take a quick look-see at Norfolk. Let's see what they got. So, they provide 1.18 trade power in Norfolk. I can double that to be, 2.36? That could be nice. You could also get extra taxes. So that would give us an extra 0.16 ducats a month in theory. Or additional manpower, which is currently 842. You're part of the English trade node, yes? Yes, you are, okay. I think I'll just take the straight-up tax modifier at this point. They're all pretty good options in Norfolk, but, I don't care that much. Norway. We haven't said anything to you for a while. Do I want to take anything from you? Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. You know, I was thinking I probably do want to actually put a fort in Bergen-Schoos. I was thinking about it a bit more, and yeah, you know what, I think it could actually be a good thing to do. I only need to get one more development in Bergen-Schoos, and then I'll be able to do it. So, at some point, I'll probably want to build one. In which case, grabbing, say, Edseva isn't such a bad idea. It would still be covered by the fort. Question then is, does Sweden have any claims on Norway? No, they do not. Shockingly, actually, Sweden does not seem to care that much about Norway. What a fascinating turn of events. It would only take 36 war score to actually annex all of Norway. What a thought. I could just declare war on Norway and just take over all of Norway. Pretty much dominate the North Sea at that point. Like, literally dominate the North... Oh, actually... Yes, literally, completely 100% dominate the North Sea trade node at that point. What a thought that would be. It's probably not a good idea just because I imagine it will upset Sweden eventually. But, I don't know. Sweden, we've been good buds for a long time. Very long time. Maybe you should keep your attention down to the south while I casually take all the territory to the north. No, that's actually an interesting concept I haven't thought about before. Where can we see our Norwegian? Norwegian is still not an accepted cultural group. And unfortunately, these are all pretty low development provinces. I think picking them up wouldn't actually do me that much good. Still, it would paint the map yellow and give me more control through pretty much everything that will be eventually passing from Canada into the North Sea, into the English Channel, right? Yes. There is a trade route that will come through the North Sea, so having complete control over that could be actually a kind of good thing. I don't know. I just don't know. That could be good. Could be pretty good. Let's fabricate a claim against them just in case. Yes? Edseva. We'll make that the war goal if we do declare on them. We may not, but let's just have a pocket CB, just in case I decide I want to. paint the map a little bit more yellow. Oh, good, technology time. Dues wees want to take Diplo Tech 8. Extra trade range, Navy morale, and docks. Docks I don't care that much about. Are we behind time? Seems we're ahead of time. I'll pick it up anyway, though. You may be thinking, are you crazy? Why would you pick up Diplotech when you're already spending all your Diplo points annexing Connaught? Well, like I said before, it just takes a certain number off the top from what you're producing every month. So right now, it says we're making 10 diplomatic power per month. Realistically, we're only making 6, because it's automatically spending 4 per month on the annexation of Connaught. So I'm not going to go into the negative just because I spent a bunch. And you know what? That's good. That actually puts me a little bit further ahead of time with Diplotech, or maybe not. I can't tell. No, I'm not ahead of time on Diplotech. What am I talking about? Okay, never mind. I am not ahead of time, so I'm not getting the trade efficiency. Or production efficiency, for that matter. But at least I'm not falling behind the times. And that's at least something. Next level, we'll get additional colonial range. Additional naval maintenance? Why is that in red? You pay more in maintenance? Interesting. But we will unlock the next level of ship types. Caravels. That could be kind of nice. We'll see. Let's just unpause and continue. Yeah, so whatever is going on in the back of my throat is really starting to irritate me. It's like in the corner. It's not actually in the back of my throat. It's not like my tonsils. It's just something, it's like some sort of pocket of something itchy and unpleasant and swollen in the corner of my tongue. I'm not sure why, but it's there. Oh, trust me, it is there. Just making sure that my fleet is doing its job. Oh, wow, would you look at that? Ulm, Protestant Reformation. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. Well, this now begs some interesting questions. So, there is the beginning of the Protestant Reformation in Ulm, of all places, in the very middle of the Holy Roman Empire. And of course, this center of Reformation will be gradually converting provinces nearby to Protestant, whether they like it or not. This does, however, mean that I could probably change my religion to Protestant if I so desired. Sure enough. And if I do early enough in the game, I will pick up a free center of Reformation, which will be converting some of my provinces to Protestant for me. I will, in addition, get extra tax modifier by 10%. Tolerance of the Truth Faith goes up by 1. The tolerance is nice. The tax modifier is quite nice. And it says that if I do this, I will lose all of my prestige. Oh, that's unpleasant. I also do get religious zeal, which basically means that I have better missionary strength by 10%, which is huge. And I will get a lot of money. It looks like the Highlands would become my center of Reformation. That doesn't make much sense to me at all. Why would I want that? No, don't put it in the Highlands. Huh. The Heretico... Which act is that? I don't know where you check that. I don't know where you check to see what missions you've already, what decisions you've already passed and what they're doing. I'm sure there's a way, but I'm not sure what it is. Oh wait, there it is. Tax modifier and missionary strength. So that would go away. So I would get 2% less taxes for a total of an 8% gain. And for at least a little while, I would get much stronger missionaries. That could be good. I'm looking at this missionary strength guy and desperately wishing he wasn't a level 2. Because then I could pick him up and that would speed things along pretty nicely. I'm gonna do it, but not yet. In part because I am only 2 papal influence away from getting to use something like a free mercantilism or a free stability hit, which will be quite nice. Of course, I could do some other things. I could, for example, say, give me additional yearly prestige to make up for the fact that I'm going to be losing all of my prestige. I could get my inflation reduction. Diplomatic reputation could be nice. That would actually speed up the annexation of Connaught. Yearly legitimacy would reduce my unrest a little bit. Not by much. Probably not worth that one. Yearly prestige is tempting. And diplomatic reputation is tempting. Simply because we are annexing Connaught. Now, this would only last for 20 years. I'm sorry, 20 years. And then, once I spend my points with the Holy See, if I convert to Protestant after that, I still get these benefits. So I definitely want to spend those before I convert, if I can. But I want to convert soon enough that I'll get a Center of Reformation. Or do I want a stability? Well, stability is effectively worth what? 150 admin power. So a free 150 admin power in order to get better stability, which I think actually makes my... Yes, it makes my missionaries a little bit stronger in addition to better taxes, lower unrest, and everything else, which we'll want. So yes, once I get to 100 papal influence, I will beautify my local saint, gain a free stability, and then I will convert to Protestantism, and we will get this train a-rollin'. That's probably not an actual saying, is it? But it's okay. Problem is, of course, that all my neighbors, basically everyone in Europe, is going to dislike me a little bit more. Because, well, guess what? They're all Catholic, and they don't like heretics. But I am in a nice secluded little island, so my relationship with France will be strained, but it'll be okay. Whoop, timber shortage. Ah, that's fine. I don't need any more ships for a while. I'm already at my naval force limit. What are y'all talking about? We're fine. Totes fine. Province improvements. Nope, we're fine. Let's just get this papal influence rolling. Make sure I don't lose out on those centers of reformation. Still looks like Ulm is the only one. What's this? Adventuring merchants expires. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. Not a big deal. Yeah. Huh. Well, this definitely means it's actually a good time for me not to be going to war for a while, because I'm going to want to be able to focus on converting all of my provinces for a while and keeping the unrest under control, because there's going to be a fair bit of that, I think. So, yeah. I think that this is actually a very good time for me to have to just sit back and wait for some truces to expire and not do anything too crazy. And just let Connaught do its thing. Our truce with Norway and Riga is done. Rebels broke Naples. Oh, that's interesting. Novgorod no longer considers Norway a rival. Shocker. I'm not really sure how that fit on that list to begin with. Master of Mint has died. He was not on my council, so I don't really care. Which sounds really callous, and it is. We have 100 papal influence. Let's beautify a local saint. Hello, free stability. Actually, I could have spent some points to get to level 2 first, and then I would have gotten 200 stability, or 200 points worth when I took that stability just now. But you know what? I didn't want to spend 150 points anyway. What's this? A civil war? Oh, okay. So my legitimacy being so low has been causing some serious issues for me. But it's not making any progress, at least not for a while. That's the thing, though. Even though the progress is down to 0 each month, the Civil War never goes away. The progress that I made, 53%, never does go away. So 300 years later, well, not really, because the game doesn't last, well, it does last about 300 years. But, you know, let's just say 100 years ago, we had a lot of unrest and we were heading toward a civil war. We got to 99% and it didn't quite fire. And then we had like 100 years of peace. And just one day, people talked about civil war and they're like, oh, we just got the 1% we need to get to 100%. Civil war fired! It's like, what are you talking about? We've been good for a long time. Nope. It never goes away. Never ticks down. I'm not really sure I understand that or agree with that, but it is a thing. Who can we insult? My current rivals are... Oops. England and Provence. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I don't have any diplomats. It's fine, I'm about to finish a claim on Norway. Let's see. I can only rival Sweden, which is just a terrible idea, and it's not going to happen. So, let's get the diplomat back. Actually, let's take a quick look at the religious map mode. Okay, so there's 2 centers of reformation now, back to back, for some reason. It looks like Memmingen, once they got converted by the Center of Reformation, said, alright, fine, we'll just convert properly and save ourselves the religious unity, and as a result, they picked up a Center of Reformation. So yeah, I'm going to do this now, before it's too late. The Highlands, it says, will become my Center of Reformation. I'm not sure why the Highlands. I really wish it wasn't. But, alright. Alright. Protestantism, everybody! Boom! We are now officially... Oh, see, look at that. Alright, so it did specifically say it was going to be in the Highlands, didn't it? But there it is in Wessex. There's my Center of Reformation, down in Wessex, down there. I don't understand that at all. I've seen so many other people have this problem. Whatever. Whatever. Alright. Let's begin sending missionaries off. Actually... let's send it to the most difficult ones to convert. I guess we'll send it to Leinster. Surprisingly, it looks like the Irish territories are the most difficult ones. It's fine, though. So the Center of Reformation will do some work for me and convert some of these without any effort. In the meantime, I'm converting super duper fast right now. We're gonna have to get all this converted, though, before it becomes too much of a problem. Alright, you'll notice we have a lot more unrest all of a sudden. Because wrong religious type. No religious unity at all. Defender of the Faith has just become an option. That's actually an interesting idea, because I could pick up a free missionary. Tech costs would go up, unfortunately, but everything else is pretty good. It would cost me 500 ducats, and I would be called into a war anytime a Protestant is attacked by a non-Protestant. Which means these two down here, which I really don't feel like protecting, so... it's a thought, but probably not a good idea. Probably not. We could, of course, afford the 200 missionary, 2% missionary strength guy, but I feel like we're already converting fairly quickly, so let's not worry about that too much. Let's not worry about it. You know what? Bergenschus, I would like you to have... is that a percentage base? No. Just local development cost. Alright. Autonomy is still too high to be doing me much of good in anything. So this development is going to be wasted a little bit, but... alright. I will spend a little bit of... do I care about... you know what? Yes, I do care about putting diplomatic development in Bergenschus because I have a marketplace. And all that trade power stuff seems to be based a lot on diplomatic development. So yes, we'll spend 1 there. And now we will build that castle that I was talking about in Bergenschus. Get ourselves a little bit of defense on this front in case Sweden ever does betray us someday. Which they may or may not do. And in the meantime, we're in a good spot. More things to build. What's good? Do we want to build 0.2 tax modifier in Wessex as well? Or do we want to build more shipyards? Norfolk, for example. We never built one there. And seeing as I live in the state of Virginia, and there is a city called Norfolk, which is the housing of a massive naval base and shipyards, it actually seems rather appropriate, doesn't it? For funsies, I'm going to build one there. And then I am going to build a temple in Wessex. There we go. So that spends all of our money, but you know what? You gotta spend money to make money, and that's what we're doing. Where are the transports? Let's send them to Kent and mothball that fleet. Save ourselves a little bit of money. So right now we're only making 7.8 ducats per month. France, heretic religion is gonna upset you, isn't it? Yeah, by 20. Not by too much, though. I'm just surprised. Why have you gone down so much? 118 opinion is not very high. Huh. Well, we'll improve relations with you a little bit more. Because why not? Let's actually go ahead and fabricate yet another claim against Norway. Sweden isn't especially pleased with me either. This heretic religion thing is going to mess with me a little bit. Neighboring heretic religion, minus 40, as opposed to, what, France with just heretic religion in general? Oh, that's interesting. So apparently the fact that we are connected by the Straits of Dover does not count as adjacency. Even though, for all other intents and purposes, it does count as adjacency in case I want to fabricate claims. That's just interesting. But I'm not too upset about it. It's just interesting. Alright. Denmark, you have some Danish peasants. Well, that's unfortunate for you, you little one-province miner, you. The religion of London has converted. Excellent. So that is my center of reformation doing work right there. It's now beginning to convert Kent. That's good. It's good. Save me a little bit of time. We have another idea available to us, so let's go ahead and pick up the next round of quantity ideas. Bump up to comets. Stability cost modifier. Well, that'll be useful someday, I'm sure. We are, however, moving up toward a national tax modifier, which will be great. Plus yearly legitimacy, less aggressive expansion impact. Ooh, pretty. I like. That'll all have to wait. You know what? That's actually a good place to end this video. So yeah, still annexing Connaught, but started the Protestant Reformation. And I think we're going to declare war on Norway sometime in the future, just because, what the heck. Let's control this entire trade zone, just for funsies. Alright, thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus, and I will see you guys next time.